Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I was playing a video, I downloaded a video earlier and it was me like reading, different just different little nuggets or whatever in the case from the beginning, like all the screenshots. And so it started playing and I couldn't find it to shut me up. So there's that. So I was like, I don't know how to shut that up. There's always something. I told Jason, I was like, I'll be on early. And then I said, I probably just jinxed myself, and I did. So, how y'all doing? How's it going? I've been in the best mood. Like, I don't know. I've just been like smiling, and it's weird. I'm just going to roll with it, just like everything else, winging it. How's everybody doing? It's so good to see you here. Thank y'all for being here. Um, I actually had a revelation, by the way. And actually did a real quick thumbnail because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. I wasn't sure if everybody would be on board. Y'all know me. It's hard for me to stick to a subject. Besides, it's all lumped into one. That's how I look at this. Hey, hey, hey. um, it's all lumped into one. It's the Chad and Lori Daybell drama saga and friends. Kool-Aid and the gang. I call them Kool-Aid and the gang, and it fits. Um, so, anyways, thank y'all so much for uh, what last Tuesday, I think it was. Yeah, that was amazing. I mean, it was just afterwards. I sat back here backstage, and I cried, but it was happy tears, of course. It was just such a good. It was such a good chat last week. I mean, every week, but last week was it was like you could feel the love in the chat. It was tangible. If it's one of those tangible situations where you can just feel the love, you can see. It's like you can almost see it. You can see it. I mean, you see it in your comments. You see it in your dedication. Y'all are loyal too. I'm late, but I'm loyal. um, but thank you for the just for everybody being here, first off, but I just especially want to thank KJ for, she surprised me with that, the art thing, and you guys were great. I mean, it just, I don't know. It did take a lot of, not that I don't need it, it's not validation. Money doesn't make me tick, that's not it. But it's just like, it was just, I don't know. It was just a really cool experience. How about that? So there's that. Oh, thank you, KDH. And again, thank you to Anna Brown, Okie Doke. I believe that KJ, I was late, like everything. And Kathy, exchanging emails, and, I'm the middleman, the middle woman, saying, Willow, thank you too. My printer's broken. This is printer number 3. I've done printed. I probably broke them. Is probably what happened with all the stuff I have printed. I mean, good God, it's crazy. Um, but I mean, just thank y'all. I'm just gonna have to do a group because I couldn't print it out, and y'all should see all the things right here with just my handwriting on it. I'm like, wait, no, put an orange highlighter so you see that one, and then it's like green, orange. Anyways, they all kind of run together, especially when I get on here. As soon as I push go live, it's, I don't know, something, I get all awkward and stuff. It's weird. I hate it. So what y'all doing? How's your mom and them? That's what we say. As KJ, I saw your little short video of your Tennessee music. It kind of sounded like some French music here. We have that Zydeco, I call it Zydeco music. I used to do Zydeco Saturdays. I would get up and cook breakfast for my kid, like a big breakfast and everything. I don't do that anymore. Cereal and milk. Jason does, of course, because he's amazing. Um, but blah, 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 I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I would cook breakfast and we would French dance, Cajun dance, whatever. Zydeco, Junebug, Jitterbug, not Junebug. I hate Junebugs. They freak me out. When they get into my hair, oh my God, I'm going down. Oh, you do know it, Kathy. All right. I guess you're okay. For somebody that likes Alabama. Okay, don't come at me. Don't come at me. I'm not a sore loser. So, anyways, it just reminded me of that, the Zydeco Saturdays that I used to do with my kids and just my heritage, really. It just kind of sounded like that at first. And I saw the picture you did, KJ, of the feather. I was like, oh, that was so nice. I like that one. Hey, Lee. Oh, he is amazing, huh? Dad is amazing. Yes, definitely. I've been smiling. Like I wasn't in too much of a great mood over the, I guess, like Thursday. I don't know. I did go on Web Sleuth with Jen. Trisha at Web Sleuth. She's really amazing. And she's always been a larger channel who, I mean, she's always a platform. She welcomes me all the time. She's very warm and inviting and nice and just, she's a shield and just what I need sometimes. Just what I would think other victim family members need sometimes. Just a soft place to land, if you will. So if you don't subscribe to her now, please go subscribe to her. She owns Web Sleuth for 15 years now. They're an online forum. She did raise some money, and it was for the, I forget, I don't know how to say it. It starts with an O. Some kind of lab. And they're trying to identify this man that has been dead for, I think, since the early 2000s. So I'd much rather see that go there. I mean, she always does that every July 22nd. This is her third year. That she has a 24-hour live stream. Can you imagine? I can't. Y'all, oh my God, just sitting there, y'all'd be so bored or very entertained. One of the two. But I mean, she's such a trooper for that. It just really made me feel good. And as it did every year, July 22nd, that's whenever the end of the world was supposed to come. And I had a good joke for her. As it's exactly what popped through my head when I heard July 22nd, 2020, whatever. When I heard the end of the world was coming, and it was from freaking Lori and Chad, I was like, well, that sounds about right. My ex-husband's birthday is July 22nd. I was like, yeah, okay. I can see that happen. Anyways, that was my little joke. I didn't even say it. I got on, and I didn't even go on camera. And Jen went on a little before me. And I listened and watched and listened and I didn't feel like putting makeup on or anything. I don't know. So I just stayed off camera, and it was a really good talk. I think so, and she did too, and Jen too. So I think it went well. Oh, Kathy was there too. Yeah, you did watch her sleep. I think I have video from the others, but that was when I was just learning how to do screen record. Thank God. Whew. That saved my butt a lot. Thank you, screen record. But anyways, I was, what was I doing earlier? That I don't know what it was that made me, I just answered. I'm like, oh, okay, we'll go over there. Okay, we'll go over here. We'll research here and there. That's what I do. And it's like an orbit. I just make an orbit. Y'all can see all my papers everywhere. I'm glad y'all can't see the floor. Because, yeah. Did y'all see the Court TV special on the Doomsday Couple? My hair. Oh my God, am I balding? I'm going to kick Lori's ass. That woman done made my hair fall out. No. It is getting a little further. It's inching its way back. Dang it. Swear. Oath from oath. I'm not going to be able to say that. I'm just going to post it. Allegedly. Okay, there it is. Thank you, One Man's Trash. Thank you. Happy birthday, Jean. What, girl? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Jeez, I'm sorry. I sneezed earlier and went to say bless you. So there you go. I'm not answering myself. I'm blessing myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, I might need to back away from the research table. Oh, well, on that court TV special, Sand, they had this man and they were doing like not body cam footage, kind of, but they were reading body language or whatever. I can't think of the word right now, but whatever. I'm used to that. Um, it's going to drive me. Body language. Jeez. Anyways, and there was this one man, y'all, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, if he lights a match, he's going down. That room is so insulated, it's not funny. It was just one of the commentators on court TV. And I mean, I was like, oh, I'm clean then. Everything is very clean compared to that poor man, but very insulated for sure. There was so much papers in there. I was like, oh, I don't know, hoarders. I'm not picking, but it makes me feel better. Does anybody in here watch Hoarders and then feel better? It's just clutter. I love you too, buddy. Give your brother a hug for me too. Love you, Sai. That's my boys. Happy birthday to your granddaughter too. Yeah. Awesome. It was good. And I saw Tina Reddington over at Paul's channel, reporting live from my sofa, or is it his sofa? Oh, I save it under reporting live from his sofa, but it's reporting live from my sofa, not sofa. The fringe is on my brain. I just said sofa. Anyways, so yeah. Yeah, so you did. Okay. Oh, I was like, whoa, that is a fire hazard if I've never seen one before, and I'm borderline, between my colors and my markers and my paint. And I haven't done any of this stuff in forever. So, every now and then I just shake my markers and I'm just like, oh, everything's still good. That's a lot of money. But yeah. Gene, he does say that's my name is Paul, that's my damn sofa, that's my damn dog. You saw the damn thumbnail. He cracks me up. He cracks me up. He read Chad Daybell's One Foot in the Grave book lately. Recently, not lately, well, kind of. And so y'all need to go check those out because he commentates, of course. And so there you go. You have to laugh. You have got to laugh or cry when you read Chad Daybell's damn book. Chad Daybell's damn book. Damn sassy sidekick. There you go. Yeah, I was eating cereal for that one too. I was eating a lot of cereal. It was a Applejack kind of day. Yeah, Paul's funny. And he always has just such couth. And, he's just a good guy. I've always liked him. As soon as I found him, I was like, okay, never turning him loose. He's gotten me through a lot of Melanie Gibb stuff because, oh my God. Another one that I befriended is, his name is Marlon. And I love Marlon. He's a Sherlock homeboy. Now, he had a crap ton of Julie Rowe, Eric Smith, where, he would just sit there and he doesn't know. He's just like, my sisters like this, told me about this case and they were like, you need to start podcasting about it. And so he did, but it was video, YouTube. And so I've happened upon him, and Marlon, Sherlock homeboy. I actually bought his book. Let me go grab it. It's right there. It's a huge, heavy book. Let me make my way over there through my little jungle. And I'm sitting on tennis balls. There you go. For my butt, because my butt hurts. Anyways, look at this sucker. Okay. Please let this be the book. Bop, bop, bop. Lori and Chad. Anyways, it's The Cult of the Individual. And he's just a funny dude. And just one of those guys that's just a well-rounded guy. And so he even put it into context with his friend Ryan. He was like, okay, so let's pretend these people aren't, privy, upper, more, middle class and whatever. And he was like, let's put them on the streets over here. And he was like, let's pretend it's a gang, not a cult. Because he's one of those people that's like, show me it's a cult. Same, but I'm like, it's a cult. It's a cult. It's nuts. Y'all know that though. Like hey y'all, it's my first time meeting y'all. But like it's like every day of it's 365 days, and let's see what today's is. Today is the 24th. Y'all know I don't keep up with the date, so. And I don't have any room for this to be on my desk. It's heavy too, I'll tell you that right now. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Today is Cousin's Day. Yang Day. I don't know, THEE, black and yellow. The dawn. Be mysterious. Build your little world and don't go out of your way to explain your world. I'm just like, it's the Edict of Morlon. It's the Cult of the Individual. That's what he named it. That might be his channel name now. I don't know. But all his Julie Rowe content, all that got like striked out, or I don't know. YouTube swiped it. And poor dude, he got me through Julie Rowe and Eric Smith. Oh, there's no way. There's no way. And when Julie Rowe came out with the Julia's Pissed video and her hoo-ha, all this was just, she was, I guess, going through her divorce. And he like took a piece of paper. He was like, that's nasty, girl. And he like put it in front of the screen where you couldn't see it. I cracked it up. That boy is funny. So I sent him some bracelets because I found his address. And so he didn't know. And I just surprised him with them. And so he sent me his little Sherlock Holmes necklace and some cards. And he's just one of those go-getters. Y'all go find him. I wish I had the link, but I don't. And so it says, lecture seminar, The Power of the Written Word and Your Mind, Manly P. Hall. It says music, The Ultimate Bee Gees, Machiavelli's Secret, Who Do You Believe In? And then it's like line by line. And then it says Jesse James Brown, perfect your strategy to make people support you. 25-minute workout, jumping jacks. Okay, let's get on that. I'd have to do it in front of y'all because I wouldn't do it after. If I'm running, you best bet something's going on. You better run too. Health, it says horny goat weed and apple. Marmar, don't share your big problems with family or friends. Get a psychologist if needed. Podcast, Kingpins, Parcast Network. I don't know. This is his little advice for the day. Mr. Heavenly, don't let somebody Don't let somebody without a life ruin your life. Another moment in the history of when keeping it real goes wrong. Myth 7. What's a healing channel? Right? I've got it all lined up for y'all on that. We're going to go into that one day. Seventh sense, advancement, progress, synchronicity clue, rainbow / favorable, symbolism, rope / binding. Let's hurry and finish this day. Marlon, I'm always Okay, he says, I'm always covering my face because I represent the faceless and the famous. You will never know who's actually on my team. I love that. Mandatory distraction. Cruise slash drive at least 1 hour. Man, I miss drive therapy. Just, oh my God, my Jetta. I love my little Jetta. It was a freaking diesel, though. And it was one of those ones that was on the recall list. Not before my engine went out, though. Just saying. I went fast for a little bit. um, let's see. Star search. I don't know. PI Sagittarii / truth. Polymorphic power code. EERSTT. I don't know all this. Game / most sync team. You don't have anything. Vision statement. Oh, I guess that's for me to do. Lucky numbers 33, 36, 43, 44, 46, 53. That's my number. And 55. So there you go. There's your little edict with Merlin. That's a heavy ass book. Hold that for me. I hope it don't fall because it will make a big noise. But push Bubba button. Yeah, push. I got excited, KJ. Push Bubba buttons. Push Bubba's buttons. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I have researched that also, Gene. Yep. It's crazy what parents do and how we don't hear about it. I mean, there's a lot of things I don't hear about, but and then there's a lot of things I do hear about, and I'm like, it's mainly in Idaho, Utah. And it's because my news is set that way also. I'm like, okay, well, because I sit there and I think about, Eric Grossarth and them saying how, they just didn't have a lot of crime and stuff. And I'm like, well, crap, the hell y'all got crime. There's crime there. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a wet blanket, but, I was like thinking, was it like this before? And I mean, that was what Chad and Lori did was just such a odd thing to me. I mean, not what they did. It goes on every day. It's probably happening right now, which is sad. It's really sad. The amount of suffering that goes on and doesn't have to. That's just on Trisha's channel on Web Sleuth. There was one of her subs who, I Hate Chocolate is her screen name. And she went on and she talked about how I'm not going to tell her story for her because I will screw it up. But she talked about how when she was little, she went with her grandmother, and I'm not sure who else, but she went to a Jim Jones revival thing before he went big. And her grandma was like, come on, we're leaving. And so, holy crap, her grandma, she deserves a high five. But she just had a really moving story, and she just calls it a cautionary tale. And it is. And I mean, it really is how close you can be, and sometimes how close it can get. I never knew this. I never, in my wildest, I mean, even on a drunken stupor, whatever, never have I ever thought that it would ever end up like this. And you're like, what? Wait, what? Zombies? Are you serious? The whole zombie thing I was like, what? The whole cult thing, I was ignorant to it when I heard my Uncle Charles talking to my mom about it, but I wasn't a digger. I mean, I just didn't want to pry, and I was ignorant. So me and Larry broke away and we went to go, converse in the living room, which is, KJ, you were in that house. It's one big room, the kitchen, the living room. Anyways, and so Mom and Uncle Charles stayed at the bar between the kitchen and the living room, and me and Larry peeled off and, went and sat down because I like to sit down. And this is when I told him, I was like, he said something. I said, a cult, and he was like, yeah. I said, like Charles Manson? And he was like, yeah. And I said, well, he didn't kill anybody. Oh my God. Oh, you got to be careful what you say. You know, we shouldn't speak when we are ignorant. You know, hey, DJ, about time you get here. Where you at? Where you been? It's really good to see you too. I'm glad you're here. And Candance and my friend Jenny and Lil Brands. And I didn't say everybody. I'm sorry. Jay Hughes. Um, I'd have to scroll. Let me look up. Okay. And of course, KJ, Jean. Happy birthday, Jean. Kathy and Mr. Tom. Jennifer, Diane. Thank you. My subs. Thank y'all. They're not just my subs. They're my girls. Sand Willow, Gloria Fritz. Gloria, I just feel like I never get to connect with you. So I'm so sorry. It's like I want to. And then I'm like, oh, wait, but I didn't. Paula. Oh, Chinny Chin Chin, right? Right. How to fold laundry with just your teeth. He'll have to pick it up without his hands and his feet. Wink. Use your imagination. And on that note, I'm going to use a little lip gloss. That would be good to merch. A good product. Just sell some good old lip gloss right there at the stoop of the courthouse steps. And everybody could just, that is, we have a right to do that, don't we? Where's that video? Okay. I'm going to go grab this video real quick. Nothing's ever real quick with me, but just bear with me. I have good intentions. I do. So good. I don't remember. Everything looks the same. Let's see here. We're going to go into my Canva app because y'all know that's where all the action goes down. It just never makes it out of there. And I have a bunch of tabs open, not only here, but, on my screen also. Let me make sure I have this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be slow because I'm streaming. Always open up on the day. No, I mean, I'm telling you, I need to defrag this sucker. I just need to go buy a new one and just start over and just don't mess up so much. I'm finally starting to get it a little bit. Just I'm not a computer person. I can control the world from my cell phone. Hold on. I don't know why I'm fixing that. That's not even relevant. We were going to talk about Mike. Brother. Oh, I'm proud, Brother Mike Schultz. Why is it doing this? Whatever. All right. Let me just stop touching it. Let me just back up. Anyways. And so I was listening to this talk earlier and I was like, oh my God. I have a couple of his talks on my channel. I don't know. I just kind of did it. I was like, all they can do is tell me to take it down. I didn't care. Still don't. As far as that, I want information. There is a lot of coded talk. Y'all know that? God dang. It's just, there's no way not to code talk. He even says it. And I was just, with what I know now, it's always so important for me. I don't know if this is like this for you guys, but it's important when I go back and I rewatch something. Like KJ, how she did with the transcript with Melanie Gibb. You go and you take it, you read it. And it's even more context, you're speaking their words and they don't sound right. They don't come out right. And a lot of times I'm having, I'm sitting there struggling with words. I'm like, but it just don't go together. I'm rebuking it. Really. My body's like, no. And so, um, anyways, uh, I think that with a lot of these fringed people, these fringe like minded people, I mean, that is a code phrase for them. Keep in mind, I'm really not saying that to be ugly or make fun. Just giving credit where credit's due. Like minded people, you'll hear Serena say it, Melanie was a gatherer, Lori was a gatherer, Mike Stroud was a, or he still is. He was a, oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. He's annoying right now. um, hold on. I got it right here. Let me get his little bio. It's just, I've got to start. Nobody's really covered him. Um, now, okay. Y'all, I mean, you can hear exactly where Lori got her crap. You're like, okay, there it is. And we know that we know. We know he was part of what made up Chad and Lori. That's what I want to know. I want to know all the things that factored into the making of Chad and Lori. And to the taking down of Tylee, Trolls, Tammy, JJ, and Joe. You know? And I mean, it's affected my life quite a big deal. I know it's impacted every one of you. Some have started their own YouTube channels. Some have been here, and you're just here I mean, y'all are, oh my God, y'all are freaking amazing. But anyway, I can't, it's like I can't give y'all enough credit, you know? Like I can't thank you enough. It's there's just like I've tried to find words to describe the level of evil of Chad and Lori, and the closest was KJ when she diabolical. I don't know, not yet. I've not found a word that describes it for me more than diabolical, you know. Well, it's the same for the love that I feel for y'all and everybody that this is connected. It's just such a beautiful thing to see, you know. It just is, and it makes me want to cry. But happy, you know, like I'm just, it's so filling, it's so fulfilling, it's so humbling, it's so just nice. It's nice to see the beautiful friendships that have formed out of this and will continue on for years to come. You know what? We can't go back and change it. It's ugly. It's far more dark, far more sinister. As you know, I feel. I don't know if I openly told y'all that, but I did. Trisha asked me on Web Sleuths the other night. And I have had experiences, you know, where I have experienced my uncle, but I've also been picked on behind my back about it. Not by anybody here, but it just is very crappy. So it's not that I don't mind sharing my stories or anything about me, really. I just don't like it when people turn that and, you know, and then act all high and mighty and stuff. Let me just hush. Let me scroll and roll. But plus I'm not looking at chat, and this article is so freaking long. Okay. So this says, what do you get when you combine Denver Snuffer and Robert Norman? Now this is a post from wheatandtears.org, which I finally got a comment on the other day, and it stayed. I just didn't think it would stay. I was like, oh no, they're not going to approve it. It's a Mormon, ex-Mormon, you know, it's, you know, I really don't know all the, I don't know all the labels and stuff. I'm not a labely kind of person. You know, I never have been. And so that has been a freaking challenge for me through all this, is just the, I guess just like the spectrums, like the autism spectrum. There's so many spectrum, you know, type things. Well, that's also the case in the Mormon religion, from what I can tell. I've never had to study another or research another culture, I'm not saying the religion, but the culture. Um, and so I don't know if I'm like out of touch, and just I have been in my own bubble until this happened. And then, you know, that got popped. Um, but so I'm having to learn all these, everything is new. I'm like a brand new baby and it's nuts. And it's a challenge, and it's a lot to remember and keep in and be measured, because I want to say the right thing. I want to, just talk right or, oh my God, let me shut up and get my thoughts. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That's not my intention at all. I know what that's like. So, but anyways, so there's also this from what I can tell in the Mormon culture, I don't know any other ones, so I apologize. Even though I was, christened and whatever, a Catholic, I just never adhered to it. So I'm institution free. I don't know. This is church right now. No. But anyways, okay, so this was September 16th, 2017. And it says, what do you get when you combine Denver Snuffer and Robert Norman? Mike Stroud. And y'all have researched Robert Norman. DJ, is he related to you? Let me go back on that window so I can see. I've always wanted to ask you that. It says one blogger calls him the Denver Snuffer of active Mormons. And Denver, I've researched Denver too, because I was like, oh, anybody. I've got a hashtag list longer than the charges stacked against Chad and Lori. I'm just saying it's pretty hefty. Anybody that was named or any term or any phrase or whatever, I put it in there. I try to, anyways, Brother Mike Stroud is a relative newcomer to the Mormon podcasting scene. Let me move this microphone. Okay. Oh crap, I just saw a keyword. Okay. It just caught my attention and I need to get it back. Yet he has gained a significant following, especially among the LDS prepper community. Over at the One Who Is Watching blog, that's another blog I've visited, Brother Stroud was recently cited as the doctrinal patriarch, I'm air quoting, of an emerging remnant movement within the LDS Church, separate from the remnant movement associated with Denver Snuffer. Do you see what I'm saying? There's this. I'm like, I don't understand. It's just, I just see one way I don't know. Not black and white, but just that, I don't know. I didn't know there was levels or phases or whatever. Let me shush. I'm not going to say it right. Anyways, it says, rather than, I can't read today. Shocking. Rather than remnant, Brother Stroud tends to reference the elect of the latter days, those who have been awakened, as the 144,000 or gatherers. That's what caught my attention. Gatherers. I became acquainted with Brother Stroud's ideology earlier this summer when his podcasts were recommended to my ward's gospel doctrine class. So see, it happens. And you don't even know it. He seems like a nice guy, sincere guy. He does. The way he talks reminds me of one of my favorite Sunday school teachers, a blue-collar, no-nonsense, authoritative figure. That's for sure. But Brother Stroud is Denver Snuffer and Robert Norman all rolled up into one, and he doesn't seem to grasp the consequences. Do you know how many times I've heard, oh, this is from Mike Stroud, so this is some of his speech. He was there the day, November 18th, whenever Chad and Lori and Moroni kept Lori to Chad that day in the temple. And the only thing that I could find or whatever was, or me and Jen, and we both found it and we were like, oh my God, we didn't know it was not a big, we didn't know. I'm just like, wait, what? I don't get it. A second anointing. That's the only thing it sounds like. I'm just like, no, that is because you go to an upper room. I don't know anything about the temple. Church is separate from the temple. I do know that. Took me a long time to figure that out too. I mean, I mean, no biggie. Just I didn't know that. Um, Anyways, it says this is Mike Stroud. He says, "Do you know how many times I've heard, quote, do the brethren know what you're doing here?" So this is him talking. "Have you gotten any pushback from the church? Does your stake president know what you're doing? How about your bishop?" And to all of those questions, I say, I have no idea, Mike Stroud says. I don't know. And that's the podcast 56, Layton, Utah conference at the 21:45 mark. He did that with Michelle McDermott, or Shelly is what they call her. I've got some stuff. I've got actually video ready. All I got to do is just unleash it. I just need to do it on my Patreon. Another question that I get all the time, Brother Stroud, are you one of those apostates? Why? Because I teach the doctrine of Christ from the Book of Mormon, podcast 56, Layton, Utah conference, about the 57 minute marker. Is everybody okay? Chinny chin. Oh, I'm still way up here in the comments. And look, I had to learn that too, Jude. I did, and it's crazy because I just never had to put these things into context. Never had to. Never were they ever just like, here you go, have fun, And to me, this is my justice through understanding. It's not, oh, hey, sugar magnolia girl. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad you're here. Oh, no, me too. I'm glad to see you though. It sucks when one or two, you're like, oh, I haven't seen them in forever. And I try to make a note. Yeah. Thank you, Kathy, Allison, and all the Kathys. Everybody. So I'm glad you're here. Oh, but yeah, when it comes to any religion, I just remember they're written by humans. Right. Jason was like, well, what do you think the Bible is? And I'm like, I don't freaking know. I just don't know the definitions, the terms, like the labels, I just never had to deal with it. I didn't get that into it. Obviously, I'm having to know now. Yeah. So, I mean, that was a big thing for me. I was like, that was man-made. I mean, this has been a soul journey for me also. I feel like I was just a brand new baby and I went head first. And that's what I've been coming out of this whole time. How I've been telling you, I'm in a fog. I'm not, it's not a good mood or a bad mood or depressed, or it's not like that. It was just a fog ever since I went to Rexburg for April 19th for Lori's debut as a debutante with her hair blown out and makeup and her glasses. Anyways, I just felt just a fog. That's the only way I can really, I try to describe it a little better than that. And what I think it is that I dove head first in that moment of my trauma brain. And I mean, I just whole-assed it like I do, little brands. I whole-assed it like I do everything. And I mean, because I didn't want to hear it from anybody else. Really. Would any of you like it like that? I mean, I don't know if any of you guys are like that also. You can tell me, but I'm just like, but okay, well, what about that and that and that? And I'm not getting fed, I guess you can say. Like, it's not cooling my heels. It's not making me feel better. It's not making that gut feeling go away. There's something here, or I wouldn't be on this like this. I know me. Hey, insightful one. Yeah, yeah. My mom told me about her experiencing numbness. How she said that, or she told me that, like, that whole time, the first, like, I guess the 2020 part of it, where I was more engaged, you know. But I mean, of course, she's, we're different roles, different dynamics. Um, they were stressed. Everybody's stressed still. I mean, this does not, this, I mean, it's a rippled effect and it doesn't stop until it's like the further away you get from the ripple, I guess it does make you sick. But I mean, it's just, we can either let it, make us or break us. That's how I look at it, or make me or break me. I can only speak for myself. Yeah. Right. I feel the same way, Sam. I mean, yeah. I mean, I do believe in God, though. Um, I mean, I don't know. It's just strong in me, I don't know. Because well, I hope there's no kids in here, please. Earmuffs. But, we tell our kids, about certain times of the year when special magical people come and visit. Oh my God, okay. I'm trying not to ruin anybody's whatever parenting. I do it myself. And, you're told this person is, comes by every once a year, and this person comes by when you lose your tooth, and this and this and this. But then they're like, well, here's God, believe him. And I'm like, wait, that's so crappy. I don't like that. Like, I don't like doing that to my kids. Like, I hate it. I'm like, it's not magical. There's nothing magical. And it's really messed up. And so, I mean, although I had that experience because my parents thought it was magical, or whatever. And maybe that's just how they were raised. I have no idea. I just know that I'm like, where does this stop? And how can it ever be about Jesus or whatever if it's never about him in the first place? Just throwing that out there. From my experience, it was never Jesus is the reason for the season. It was, what am I getting, and just being super extra good for just this little. That's the only time my room was clean. Closets and under the bed, too. That's funny. I was wondering, she kept saying big nugget. I was like, that's funny. Or bum nugget. Yeah. Funny. Yeah. I agree with you, Sugar Magnolia. I mean, I think that's how this works. I really think this is how this works. Whenever I need you guys, y'all are here. And this community has formed and has grown and it's flourishing still. It's a good organic growth. I like that word. It is. It's good organic growth. And it is growing from something so gross. It's so dark and so, oh, not just the kids and Charles and Tylee and I'm going to say all their names because I have to. It's like roll call. Tylee, Tammy, Joe, Charles, and JJ. See, if I say I'm out of order, I slow down. But there was a true crime community that existed before them. And, here we come, just bombarding in, like some Miley Cyrus on the wrecking ball. And I mean, it's been a very loving place for me. It is crazy about the social media stuff. It is something that, I mean, when I saw with I didn't see the Watts. I didn't see Gavin. Gannon. I always say Gavin. Gannon. I didn't see Gannon. I saw him in thumbnails. I saw their pictures. Summer Wells. Who else? Who was the little girl? Oh my God. Before. Or was it? Okay. Come on. Y'all help. Oh, it was that little baby. The little baby girl. Oh my God. I couldn't take it. Like, I couldn't. There's no way. And then I learned that YouTube had an algorithm. And so if I would keep it on just nothing but, Vallow Daybell stuff, then that's what comes into my playlist, And so I would even sit there and think and be like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry, little kid, but I just can't. I can't, I can't. I didn't have enough energy or heart or soul to go around. And so I have gone back and I'll watch, full stories and stuff about it. And I'm just like, wow. Like Michael Vaughn, I watched that yesterday or day before. It's been a year since Michael Monkey Vaughn, a 6-year-old from Evelyn Boswell. Yes. From, oh crap, Sugar City, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not a true crime channel. I'm not a YouTuber. But yet here I am. And so, I don't know. But okay, Michael Monkey, he's still missing. And I mean, I really think that I don't know. I don't want to throw my 2 cents in because here I am ignorant. So let me not do that. But I heard the press conference giving updates or whatever. And they said that they were going to be putting his picture all over 18-wheelers. And I was like, holy crap, that is the best idea, Fruitland. Thank you, Crocheting Bammy. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer, about Evelyn Boswell. It's so crazy, And I watched that Dr. Phil, whatever. I again, don't know all that was going on, but I do try to catch things when I can. I really kind of clutched on to Gannon. Oh my gosh. Is it? Okay, I said it right that time. Gannon. That's terrible. It's just terrible. It makes, yeah. Anyways, John Crimes had done 2 videos. At that point in time, I had found them right after no, it was before the kids were found. It was like April of 2020. Hey, K-Tech. Hey, J. Hughes. Stout, yeah. Yeah, too many children, too many babies. Like, it's just too much. It's just crap. I mean, I don't know if it's because I just never paid attention before. Or, yeah, I mean, I'm sure a little bit of both. I like to be fair, and not. I like to be level, I guess you can say. I don't want to be like, oh God, yeah, it's really bad now. But there's things that factor into it. Just like what makes a Chad and Lori, I just don't, it's like, what can we do? It's not I don't care what anybody does. Just don't be involved. Just be careful who you keep in your company, because birds of a feather flock together. I don't care. I know I stick to those old little idioms or whatever you call them. Sayings, old fashioned wives' tales, whatever you want to call them. Slow and steady wins the race. That's another one. My daughter taught me that when she was in kindergarten. Although I learned it when I was in kindergarten. But I needed to hear it at that time in my life. And I was like, yep, that's so true. And I actually sent her a text earlier and I was like, girl, I still go with my slow and steady wins the race. She said, me too. So, I mean, it's true. Anyways. Yeah. What's disturbing is there's so many missing children, and it seems like every season there's another murder child in the news, if not more than that. And that's the ones that these are the ones that make it in the news, which bothers me. Not that they make it in the news, but that y'all know that I have a video on my channel, and it's a colored woman. I say, my grandma. I'm sorry. African. I don't know. What do I say? My brain is messed. She's a woman of color. Beautiful. Her name was Tabitha. And she's still missing. And no, I don't. I need to. Daily planner. Anyways, she's still missing. But there's only like 400 views on that one. And it's not a big story, but it was something that, it's important to me. And it hurts my heart, because if our loved one, and we were just blessed by the crazy of the story, really. Um, and you do have to factor in the skin color. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I don't see it. So I love everybody. I don't know. I guess that's why I don't do the label thing. Thank you, Crochet and Bammy. Yeah, I mean, as I said, Indian one day, and I mean, I do have a lot of Indian in me. I do, and I just don't think of these things, and so I do apologize if I do offend anybody here. It's not on purpose at all. Not at all. My heart is pure. If you could just see it, then you would know. Just say black, okay. I went to a half and half, and I mean, we'd cut up about it. All of us, me, us, all of us, we all cut up and we just made fun and had fun. We just had fun. We were just being our age, Thank you though, butterfly. I mean, it's like I say, I'm measured because I don't know what to say. I'm like, wait, where's that filed away? What has it? I don't get out in public either. There's that. When the coronavirus came out, not came out, not like it's, the new bag or anything. When it came out, oh my God, I just need to push end and go to bed. Anyways, hush butterfly, 23. And then, right. I think in November is the next court date. I think. There you go. Candence. Yeah. Human beings. Exactly. That's what I see. That's exactly how I see things. And my words just don't come out right most of the time anyways. Some days I just have it, and most days I don't. This though is sharp. When it's just me and I blaze through some stuff all the time. I mean, I read so much that I have to pull away and like give my eyes a break. I mean, it's just crazy. It is what it is, It's not going to stop me. And that's why my butt hurts. That's why I'm sitting on tennis balls right now, because, I mean, how do I carry all this outside? I don't. I need to go outside and be outside, and just live. Me and Jason did go walking the other day, though, and the kids. We went to the park right here. It's right there. And there's not as many trees as there used to be, but I should probably go check my phone and see if Siri's still there, because she's probably like, girl, she's probably still over there at the park. Like, what? Because it's usually like 10 paces to the bathroom, I mean, I'm just so, I used to be a little tiny thing. Not anymore. So, oh, you do speed bump? Well, I will live there for about 3 months, I think. Yeah. January. It's mid-January to mid-March. Let's just say that. That's what I'm going to do. I don't care. I could sleep in the corner of the courtroom. I'm not one of those people, I'm just very humble with it, whatever. There's no point in going there and being foolish. I'm very fragile. I'm not fragile. Oh my God. I'm done. I'm out. Woo. I'm done. There's nothing but Dr. Pepper in here. It's not flaming or nothing. I just said I'm fragile. You know what? Maybe that's my brain telling me I'm fragile. Hey, Rhonda. Crochet and Baby, you're there too? Oh my gosh. It will be nice if I can meet you guys. Where'd the card go? Oh. Oh. I got this card earlier today. From her name's Lori. I'm not gonna say her last name, but Lori C. And that's her dog. Isn't that sweet? Yeah. That is Lori and Phoebe. Not MG or Lori. It's the good Lori and the good, oh my God, the good Phoebe. I hope that makes you laugh. I would love to meet you too. You know, I hope so. I really do. I mean, it's all, it's just, it's part of the journey, and it's part of the healing part of it. Um, yeah, I'm trying to switch back, you know, I mean, cause I mean, how, you know, it's just, I'm funny. I'm just silly like that. No filter. Just, I am who I am. Thank you, Sand. Thank you. I'll just come stay with you. Just save your money. I just like Apple Jacks. Thank you, though. I really do appreciate it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. Not excited like that. I'm anxious, but I'm not anxious like that. I'm ready to get the show on the road, you know. But then I'm like, you can't mentally prepare yourself for it. So there's no sense in doing that, because that's that whole thing I tried doing with my mom and my dad and everybody in my family. I was just like, okay, well, if I go and jump in front of the bus, that proverbial bus, you know, it's everywhere. And they owned a bus company, straight up. Straight up. I'm like, don't sell the buses now. We need the damn buses. Because I would love to plaster all the victims all over the bus and roll up there and literally throw them under the bus. For real, it's okay. Speaking of speed bumps, you know, got to have something to stop the bus. It has been a long time, but I mean, I understand why. I also respect the process, because it's a lot to take in, you know? I mean, I don't know how, imagine I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. And I'm perfectly fine with that. This is my passion. Now it's become my passion. It's become my drive. My mom told Rob Wood, and this is the only reason I know this, because, you know, we don't have that kind of mother and daughter relationship where she's like, girl, you are so awesome. You know, no, just normal. Or, you know, anyways, we're a lot alike. So there's that. We butt heads. And all right, I'll crash on your sofa anytime. She should too. I'll bring you a sign. I'll make you one. But yeah, Mom told Rob Wood, you know, and so I'm hearing this for the first time when I'm meeting Rob Wood for the first time. And my mom said, I've just never seen Kresha like this. I've never seen my daughter be so driven and so ambitious. And I was just like, what? What are you talking about? You know? And because they don't dive off into this, they don't dive off into the fringe part. They can't. I mean, or they can do whatever they want. But that's, you know, this is my journey. This is where my mind went. This is where, I don't know. This is where God led me, basically, you know, that's what it is. I just try to keep my feelings and my beliefs to myself, you know, as far as that. I don't want to infringe them upon anybody else, or, you know, because I respect everybody's background and belief system and just whatever makes them be good people. You know, this is teaching me how to be better people, a more better person. And I mean, I'm going to grow until I'm taking my last breath, you know. I love learning, you know, and I can't believe I'm even saying that. That's crazy. I hated school. I never gave it. I mean, I didn't, that's one thing I did not whole ass in. Hey, Leanne, how you doing? Yeah. I like how you said that. Allow them their boundaries of comfort and explore your own. Exactly. And then you just, you know, it's not about, I don't do the right or wrong thing. That's not important to me ever, you know. I'm like, okay, you can be right, or I'm not right. I'm just, you know, I'm just saying whatever. I'm just talking about. examples, but there's no right way or wrong way. There's your way and there's mine. And it's just, they're different. We go about it a different way. Doesn't mean that's how me and my mom are, just like she's got more of her way and the way her mind works. And then there's mine. We don't quite get each other, but hey, as long as you respect each other, you can orbit in the same area and everything's fine. Actually better, because you got two, really strong-minded, determined individuals, because I am a lot like my mom. And I mean, I'm happy about I'm proud of that. I love my mom. I respect my mom. I watched Can Dance and our friend Jenny, my friend Jenny, Can Dance and my friend Jenny. Y'all please go subscribe to her channel, their channel as well. They're great. They're an amazing add-on bonus, a bonus to the team, to this network, this great, amazing community of people. It's awesome. It really is. And so they finally, somehow I'd missed the Doomsday documentary. I don't know why I keep looking down. But anyways, I'm not trying to. I just did it again. Anyways, the Doomsday documentary of Mom and Larry, basically, in the very beginning. And it was interesting to watch their, their commentary. They read the thing. It wasn't like, here, we're going to watch it and then tell me what you think. It was, and I like it. I like when people read. I suck at it. Some days I'm like on point, but I do have a trauma brain and I'm 44. So there's that. Hey, weird mom. Hey, girl. So I'm just trying to not put myself down, give myself a break. But I mean, like, I was sitting here for like 3 hours before the thing. And I mean, I was mentally preparing, but see, again, you cannot, it just goes to show me that I mean, I can prepare and prepare and prepare. You can prep or pride. But I mean, it's going to be how it's going to be, you never know what's going to come up. Like I ate a couple of French fries before I came on, and it made me a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I ate a couple more. I ate more than a couple. How about that? I'll just be a little. It's waiting on me. I'll be back. So, but anyways, them reading the Doomsday and just going through the commentary about the Doomsday documentary, But I wanted to tell you, Can Dance and my friend Jenny, that cry that my mom has. Oh my God, that was a gnat. No. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Thank you. I'm gonna post it right there too. Thank you. I gotta look away from the chat. That is a distraction. But I know it's part of this process. But it's distracting me right now. Get back on track. So they were reading the documentary thing, and my mom's cry. When her late husband, my mom's late husband, he died whenever I was about 8.5 months pregnant with my son, Zach. Sorry, it always sounds like I say Sack. But his name is Zachary also. And he was the first grandson for my mom, It was Zach, and then my daughter Ashlyn, and then JJ. But then we have, Larry is my stepdad. I love him. He's amazing. I mean, I could not ask for... He's just y'all know that though. Y'all know. And I'm blessed. I'm really super blessed. He's a bonus dad. I'm just one of those. It's like, the more to love, what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with love. It's the other side of that that's scary. The hate part. That's why we're here, basically. There was no love. Or love for self, maybe, but that's about it. So, But my mom's cry, I heard that same cry. I've heard it, when I was younger too. I remember being 3, 4 years old, and my mom would cry, and I would climb on bed with her, and I would just lay with her, and I would coddle her. I remember that, you know. Um, it's something that is etched in my brain, and nobody wants to hear their mama cry. I'm blessed to have my mom. I am. But it's like, I don't know, I just couldn't stop it. I couldn't fix it. I couldn't help it. And it's just a vulnerable feeling. It's a helpless feeling. And that's how I felt with Charles and JJ and Tylee. I felt so helpless. Not hopeless, but helpless. My gut feeling told me that it just wasn't right. That, they're not missing to her. That's what I kept saying in my head over and over and over again. But I wouldn't hardly tell my mom and them how I felt, and it's like it was just an understanding. It's like they knew too, maybe. I don't know that, but that's what my gut feeling was telling me. But you can't give up hope no matter what. You're gonna still, that was crazy. Just that alone. I can't imagine being a parent, I'm just the aunt. As I've been told, I'm just the niece. But these are my parents. This is my nephew. This is my cousins, my family, my uncle. This is my family, and my family lineage, my spirits. Lori was tricking them out too, and that pisses me off. It's just like it's like tainted, or I don't know. I need to get some woogity woo, and we need to burn some sage or something. I don't know. Don't let them get in a damn circle ever, or raise their arm to a square. Okay, every time they go to promise to tell the truth, I'm like, they're raising their arm to a square. That's what I see. I'm sure that's not it at all, but I'm just like, it's very traumatizing. And I'm just being real with you, It is what it is. I didn't do it. They got to live with themselves every day. I don't have to live with them, and they don't rule me. They don't get to say. They don't get to dictate where this goes in my life. And that's the empowering part, is some people, we all have different ways of grieving. I don't know where I'm at in my process. I don't know how this goes. I've kind of had a lot of things that just kind of piled up on each other, basically. I didn't realize that I had childhood trauma. I didn't realize that I had CPTSD. I didn't realize all these things. I still don't. And it's wicked what it can do. And some days, yes, you do feel like you're in a fog or you're numb. I'm not sad right now, but it's like I'm just like wanting to, I don't know, I guess talk emotional. Just share feelings. Because it is what it is. I can't I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I already feel like I've had to, but you do in a way. I do in a way, because it's a protection thing, because there's not so good people who will prey on your family, and not the way that you pray. They don't pray that way. That's another song, Tainted Love. I have a little list that I'd found insightful one. Hey, Leanne Ferguson. How you doing? Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. I get like, I've been like that since this happened, though. Jude's, I don't know how to say that. Battix? I don't know. My name's Kresha. Everybody messes it up. Pray. Yeah. Prey. That and just, y'all, this freaks me out. I mean, like, I sit there and I think about it and I'm just like, you know, how do I fix this? How do I, energy is a thing. It's huge and you can't prove it. It's something that cannot be destroyed. It just changes form. But it's all in the power of your thinking. And so I'm a firm believer in as above, so below. Okay. It's just a good balance. I don't know that for a fact. I'm still in my journey in this, but I've kind of always felt that way. What you put out is what you attract. I mean, I've been the crappy person. I have been the asshole. I have been. And then I was disgusted with myself. I was bored, disgusted. And I was just like, ew, fix you, girl, fix you. And I'm still in that process, and it's been a very good, not an experience. It wasn't all just from that, but I like who I am. I have ways to go, but I really do love me. And I mean, I have to love me first before I can love anybody else. I mean, it's just hard. I'm super critical of myself. Always have been. I was kind of raised like that. It's hard to break, but I'm younger, not that much younger, but you know what I mean, in the generation, breaking cycles and things like that. And, it'll be a little less of a ripple effect. At least I'm aware of it. I did learn that on the way. I was like, okay, you have to be aware of your own bullshit before you can open your mouth to even try to give somebody else advice or talk about, these types of things, and there's a lot of things that I do and I'm not aware of yet. I'm like, okay. But I mean, I'm all about it. I'm in this, I love this process. I love learning. I will be really good at this one day. Y'all be like, oh my God. I do want to get more polished and stuff like that. It'll happen in its time, in my time, in his time. Charles and JJ, Tam, I mean, I always invited, Tylee, I did experience my Uncle Charles in the beginning for a long time. It was big and it was beautiful and it was, I'm honored in a way, in a big way. So, I had that going on where I don't know if it's because of the trauma. I don't know. I was just here and dealing, coping, trying to move, whatever, taking the blows. As soon as I heard that my uncle was murdered, I flew into a rage that I've never, I've been divorced twice and I've never been that pissed off. I was punching at walls and it was weird. It was so weird because it's not like me. And I flew into a rage. I was so mad. And I knew, I was like, he's murdered. It's just, they murdered him. He's murdered, there was no ifs, ands, or buts in my mind. Again, I can't speak for everybody else, but it's pretty much unanimous thought. And with all this side of the family, it was never a question because I've had conversations with my Uncle Bobby where he sat with my Uncle Charles also across from the table from him. And he shared this with me. He said that Uncle Charles sat there, and I mean, just with his head in his hands, and he was like, "What do I do? What is going to happen?" And this just speaks to Charles. Just speaks to his story a little bit. But he was questioning right before his murder. He was like, "What is she going to do, Lori? What is Lori going to do when she comes down from this?" And it does remind me of that Bush song. Take me higher. So, I mean, it's, oh, there's that person again. Bye. Wow. I don't know who that person is and how they keep getting in. Why do you come here then? I mean, it's a free country, boo. Block user. I look, that's the second person I've ever had to do that to. Ever. I don't know. That's been like, I don't know. And that's a name I've seen forever. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. There you go. I mean, that'll just, not, they don't bother me. It's just a reminder. It's like a girl. Hey, don't forget where you're at. Don't share. Don't be personal. Oh, well, that's good. I mean, that's a positive thing, actually. From my understanding, decline takes half the time of recovery. Well, she's halfway there. Living on a prayer. Wait, which kind? Just like I didn't do the other day. I didn't just let it roll off of me. It's just sometimes. I mean, I'm human. Like, I'd snap, And I don't know. It was just, nobody was being rude to that person. Oh, we never really are. I've never really seen that, Like, I try not to mute or, just, I try not to take things out of context, Like, everybody thinks different. Everybody sees things. Everybody's in their own world, in their own, life, dealing with their own stuff. And then, everybody's perspectives are different, of course. And I respect everybody's opinions and thoughts and just comments, everything. We don't have to agree. We have to get comfortable talking about uncomfortable things, right? Yeah. I mean, that just sounds like the most intelligent way to be about it. The most grown-up way to be. I'm not saying, you have to like hold hands or nothing, or wear one of the shirts, put you in the same shirt. We just have to respect, but it's hard when people, and then I feel for them because I'm like, well, somebody hurt them. Hurt people. And I was one, and I'm still, the other day I was just like, I mean, I don't know. I think, and we're all, I don't know. Let me not drag y'all down with me. I'm about to say we're all do it, so it's okay. That's not what I mean. Just whatever. That is one of my favorite sayings. Y'all, there was this meme a long time ago, and I will make a shirt. It says, I said whatever, bitches, and the bitches whatever. It is my favorite saying ever. Whatever, bitches, and the bitches whatever. If they would just cancel each other out. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh, and there was another thing I listened to today too. I listened to the most boring crap. Speaking of Lori, who had, Zach Cox said that she listened to religious podcasts all the time. Who was the most non-religious person? Me. So see, God has a way of getting you to do things. That is something my mama has preached. She's like, okay, because she had 2 strokes. And I mean, after the first one, she went back to work, and she said, the Lord will slow you down. If you don't slow down, the Lord will slow you down. And she's sitting behind her desk collecting her rent money. She's my gangster granny, y'all. Straight up. She is one tough woman, and I love her to pieces. Oh my God. I should go live stream with her, and she could just... She's another April 1st baby. So got Aries in the house. My Momo Tran. Oh my gosh. I love her to death. Well, she's 91. She's just, I don't know. She's a bad... She can do whatever she wants, in my opinion. So, just a very loving, hardworking, ethics. It just it came from that era, that generation. Just didn't put up with no crap either. She tells me stories of her and my papa, and I'm like, oh Lord, Mary Louise, girl. When I got a little small, she was like, girl, you need to pull up to the table. When I get a little fluffy, she's like, you need to push away from the table. I'm like, you need to hush. I would never say that, but I have thought it a time or two, allegedly. But I do think the whole grandparent thing is totally different. It's got to be, because parenting is hard. It's not easy. I mean, they freak out and you freak out. Everybody, I did. I mean, I do. I'm just like, what? And then everybody just feeds into it, and then everybody's crying, But no, I'm very blessed. I am very blessed all the way around. Even in the worst moments, the times when I'd go put my son in his baby bed, because y'all, he would straight up. He would nail me like his hand would be so to my scalp. Like I wanted to, oh, Gene. Yeah, I wanted to, like, I thought about it. I mean, as many times as I had my head down on that pillow way too early, because I didn't want my baby to wake up, and he slept with me and his dad. Yeah, I didn't do that with my second kid. But yeah, I did that with my first, and yeah. And so he would just nail me down all the way up. And if I moved, it was to the scalp. So I wanted to just staple a wig onto the pillow, but I never did. But I remember at one point in time, I was like, okay, I'm going to go put him in his bed, Oh my God. I mean, I think it hurt me more. I really think it hurt me more. Oh, babe, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crochet and Bammy. You're always in my heart and my prayers on that. Trust me. You just got to keep swimming. We'll be right here swimming with you. Always. I don't do the parental alienation thing. Oh, I don't really know. My favorite color. Black. I'm not even gonna lie. I love black. I do. My mom's like, why do you always wear black? When I was growing up, and she was just like, you wake them, you take them. Oh my God, that's good. I like that. Oh, oh, that's cute. We would take turns, popping that, just pop, 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 pop. What do you call that? I ain't had a baby in a long time. Okay, there's like 3 different questions. Okay, my color. I really love black and white. I'm not playing. I love gray too. No, I mean, it's been a lot of, lately, I'll just say it's been a lot of these colors, like the blue. Or I like pink, purple. I like the neon colors right now, as you can see. I mean, my eyes are green. I like green. It's Mother Earth. Trees are green. I love I love nature. I miss it. I miss nature so much. Just being barefoot in the grass or whatever. Just being outside. I miss it. I do. I just know I just have a little bit further to go. And I just can't give up right now. Like I can't look up right now. Now's not the time to look up. That's what my intuition told me. As soon as like hey Donna, hey, how you doing? Um, hey, April. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're not late. I'm late. I do too. I love black. It's very classy. Black, white, gray. Those they never go out of style. You can always. And KJ, you wear a lot of black and white. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a color. They're colors. But I mean, accent colors. Yeah, I guess would have to be like, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of the blue lately. Blue and I don't like that purple color. I don't know. Weird. Why can't I get there to the trial? I don't know how, but I'm gonna get there. I don't have I haven't like bought tickets or I don't even know where I'm gonna stay. I just know it's too much. Like me and mom and we kind of talked about all that a while back. And I mean, I get it. Like we are not gonna want to be in each other's. None of us, there's my aunts and uncles and things like that. And I mean, I'm not picky. I don't have to have towels or, I don't have to have stuff. I'm very simple, I guess you can say. Kind of. I'm extra everywhere else. But when it comes to stuff like that, it's just not a big deal to me. I mean, I don't care if I have to, travel by vehicle up there. And I don't care. Like, I'm just not even trying to think that far ahead. It's like, I mean, I try. I mean, I do. I try to nail myself down to it. I'm like, okay, you need to think about it. And then I'm like, but I mean, I really can't right now. And I don't know. It's like everything's so up in the air, And it's just me in my life. Like, I do like Navy 2, TS Jackson 72. It does pick up everything. I will get there. You right. And I mean, right. I'm a very determined individual. I just feel, I mean, with this, I've tried not to over plan or over expectations. Like that's another thing that I learned a good while back, is that it's me that sets myself up for letdowns because I have these expectations here. That's how it plays out in my head automatically. It's just something my brain defaults to. And so I can't get mad at somebody when things don't, come out the way that I imagine them. So that's ridiculous. Brown? The color brown? Leanne? That's, yeah, I'm late for everything. So, yeah, I'll be that person like, excuse me, I need to go smoke. I don't know. I won't be able to, though. I'll have to really nail myself down. I'm fine. When I get in social settings, I get it. I can hold my cravings and stuff in. But I'm gonna have to like draw or sketch or I don't know. I was sitting there like the other day I was thinking about it like, what the hell? I can't sit there and twiddle my thumbs. Oh my God, I will go insane. Oh my God. Let me just have my little just this little thing and just give me some paper. I'll be a sketch artist. Whatever. It won't be pretty. But I did do that one time. I don't know how I did it. I didn't know that I was even doing it. I did. It was Chad too. I'm gonna have to find that. I forgot till just now. Yeah, not where we go. I mean, but it's hotels and stuff. Like when I went to Rexburg, I don't want to, nobody likes, I don't even like the way smoke smells, when I'm not smoking, I'm like, please don't smoke around me. But it's just, I try not to be like, hey, Oh, see, Sugar Magnolia likes gray and black too. You're right. And you're right about that, Jude's. I don't know how to say your last name. I'm just say Jude's B. Bat, Baddix? Is it like addicts? Baddix? I just don't want to say it wrong or different. Right? Thank you, butterfly. High five. I mean, yes, I give in to my craving. I quit both times I was pregnant. And then as soon as I went out after, like a couple months after I had the babies, and as soon as I would pick up a beer or a drink, there was a cigarette. And it just never went away until, I've been pregnant twice or I've had two babies. I don't care for it, but I'm like, oh, I can't right now. I just don't even want to think about it. I don't have anywhere on my schedule where I can put that. I mean, I know it would be, I know it'd be good, beneficial, but I'm not ready for all that yet. That's a whole other thing. And some days I smoke like a freight train, and I can go 2 or 3, 4 days sometimes without it. Right? I'm not a quitter. That's one thing. But when I do set my mind to something, I do. I walk the hell away. I don't even look back. So, I mean, I just haven't wanted to, I guess. And I did do, let me fess up. I did have like I was smoking Marlboro Ultra Light 100. I don't even know how to say them anymore because it was so long ago. But they were like ultra lights. Like it was just pretty much, I should have stopped because I probably looked stupid. Like sucking on a straw, getting no nicotine from it, basically. But I was 20 when I was 21 when I got pregnant with Zach. And yeah, we married when we were 20. Got married, yeah. And then I had this one cigarette, y'all, and I would, when I couldn't handle it anymore, I would go and I would light it one time, and then I would put it out, and that cigarette lasted me the whole damn pregnancy. So there's that. And oh my God, I can't believe it is what it is. Kind of like when I found out I was pregnant the weekend after my birthday, my 21st birthday, and our drinking age here is 21. And I mean, I wasn't a big drinker anyways, but I did have a couple wine coolers or whatever. This is back then. This is not since I grew up. When I hit 24, I was like, what? Okay, let me catch up and sow my oats. I have a lot of oats, it turned out. Anyways, it's just, I'm just me. Silly. I am who I am. I don't have regrets, Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be who I am. But, I don't know. Oh, yeah, about the drinking thing. So my birthday is May 3rd, and the day before Tammy's. And we always had contraband days here. It's like a pirate fest, Jean Lafitte, who come and take over the city and whatever. Anyways, and so, I mean, my birthdays would always be right then. And then the next weekend would be the Mother's Day weekend, because Mother's Day is the weekend after my birthday. And so every year, my birthday and then Mother's Day. So I drank when I turned 21 on my birthday. And then the weekend after was Mother's Day. And that's when I found out I was pregnant. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I hope, I just beat myself up about that. Yeah. What was $50? Oh, this cigarettes are so freaking, oh my God, they're expensive. And now this is where I am I'm a stickler, like, no, I don't want to smoke the generics. It's just they make me cough. They make me, I don't like them. There you go. If we lived in France, they'd be telling us to drink wine, right? During our, yes, they drink red wine while pregnant. it builds your blood up. I know that from my mama. She was always oh, y'all are probably shouting at your screen. Anemic. Yeah, there it is. So she'd say, I just want a little swig of that Morgan David, she called it. It's a little cheap wine, you know. They had money. She didn't care. Uh, and of course, you know, this is way after my mom birthed children. She had 7 boys. Two did not survive. And so she had 5 boys. And then there was me. And then I moved in with her when I was like 16 after my grandfather died. And I didn't like her being there by herself. And my mom lived right across the street. But anyways, and so she would work during the day. I'd be at school during the day. Then I'd work from 3 to 11 at night. I'd do my homework at the store and everything. And I get home, repeat. And she was like, I mean, and I'm really was not a difficult child, you know. I mean, I was a good kid. Yeah. And then I grew up. But she was like, "Oh, I know why the good Lord didn't give me girls," you know, and she'd just say stuff like that, and I'm like, whatever. But I mean, she was just picking, and really, she's my step grandmother. Um, Todd's dad was my dad. I mean, I didn't know any different. Um, that was my dad, but he was not. So there's that little, you know, it's cool. I mean, for me, like I got along with my real dad. I still do. They're like bonus, you know. It's just more people to love. Now I lost my stepdad, which was basically, I don't know how to explain that. Um, he raised me. Dennis was Todd's dad. Is was JJ's grandfather, his biological grandfather. Um, I didn't really deal with that yet. Like when he died, it was April 23rd, 2021. And I don't know. It was a difficult time. Of course, it was just a blur. My doctor died also. I was just like, come on, you know, really? And I mean, he's been my doctor since I was 15. And I still haven't. I need to establish a good doctor so I can just go regularly. I don't know. It's just everything's been a mess. And just being real. I mean, I can sit here and be like, oh, yeah. For what? So, as far as I know, my brother's still doing good. Was it sudden? It was throat cancer. I think. Yeah. I didn't even know he had it. It was just really weird. I really can't, like, I try to think of the times. Like, I wrote it down. I remember writing it down, and I have that. I do write things down. I just, all my papers are everywhere. So there's that. And my notes they're awesome. Like, I did write a lot of things. I did copy and paste. Yeah. He smoked the marijuana. So there you go. Just saying. So, I mean, yeah, I copied and pasted a lot of notes, like where I'd go to comment somewhere, and I would just either run out of gas or I'd run out of words, which is rare, or I would turn it into a story all of my own. You know, I mean, there's some funny ones where I'm just like, oh my God, because you have to with these kooks, man. Still, I will be doing this until I die. I will be talking about some Julie Rowe, and I will be, I don't care. We'll have a hotline established or something for us old geezers, you know, something. Because, I mean, and you'd have to know this case to know. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know where everybody enters in at. I don't know from whatever point on where they won't know about the really these people, the fringe, the fringe with no benefits. There you go. Um, oh, I wrote some, and I come up with these stupid little things all the time, and I'm just like, ha ha ha. I'm very punny. I was gonna, you know how they talk about casting, right? And then like, KJ, when you were going over that thing, I went right ahead of you, like you reading that about Melanie Gibb, you know, her, whatever, whatever she does, this, what I'm doing right now, word salad. But, Detective Ball, he's like, okay, so when you were doing the casting, and he was like, a little bit, he goes, podcasting. I was like, right, high five. Right? You gotta be specific because you don't know. Pray. No, not pray. Cast. No, not cast. Podcast, you know. So because Mike Stroud is a podcaster, or known, it's in the title of this article. I put it don't even make sense now. Like podcasting. Podcasted out. Podcast out. I don't know. We gotta come up with something funny. And then patriarchal energy, like when they flex their patriarchal energy. I just think that's funny. Some golden Kool-Aid award. Stupid. Well, what the hell? I'm back. I don't know if I'm unmuted or not. I don't know. I don't know why, but it also thunderstormed earlier too. I was like, what the hell? Every Sunday it's gonna thunderstorm? Or Tuesday? I don't know. I don't know. I plugged my phone in too, just to, because I saw it struggling over here, and I was like, oh hell. I even lit a cigarette, so I'm trying to keep it out of frame. So, I mean, I got kicked out, closed out, and then I was like, well, let me go check. Good night, KJ. Thank you for being here. I love every one of y'all, I swear. And, I mean, I don't know. It's just been such a weird, it's been a weird experience. I mean, it's very unique. It's very different. I'll tell you that. Um, Then again, I look at the Watts family, and I mean, not the Watts family. Excuse my ignorance there. Shannon's parents, and I mean, they're so strong. And I just think that, when they took a step forward to take a stand for their family, I really respect that big time. And so, but then everybody here is very respectful, and it's just it's the ones that aren't. That's the ones, and it's not just the little, once in a meal troll. I mean, there are people that really do some damaging stuff, and it's the weirdest thing to watch or experience, or even witness. It's like, what are you doing? What is your point? It's like they get to go streaking across the field or something. I don't know. It's weird. And so people start acting, they do get real weird and different and strange. And you're just like, well, what's your end game? That's I think that a lot about a lot of people. I'm like, well, what's their end game? Down to the prophets who wrote the Bible, like, what was their end game? Because I mean, what is in it for them? What's in it for me? What is in it for all of us? It's just, we're all here for different reasons and different strokes for different folks. Yeah. I mean, because you want to be open, you want to share. I mean, I think that's human nature for me, is just to share. And same, I want to listen. I want to hear. I want y'all to be on here, and I want to be like, hey, I just want to be, sometimes I just want to be in the chat, and just, I don't want a soccer account. I don't want an undercover. I just kind of want to be in the discussion. And I mean, together, it's like we, it doesn't sound like Lori, together, we are just brilliant. We are on point, nobody can get away with anything. Attention whores. Yeah. Tom's a good, he's a smart dude. Yeah. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing, Kelly B. You're just like, what, okay. Yeah. Have at it. I've had people like step on me to get to my parents. And it's like, once I got there, they're like, okay, who are you? And I'm like, same. It's weird. Very weird. I feel that pic of Larry and Kay are with us there. Miss Ruby? I feel, or... Oh, you feel that pic of Larry and Kay, or like with you there. That's how, like, it was for me with, with the coronavirus and everything coming out. Jason just had thoracotomies, surgery. I didn't realize. I couldn't. My mind, my brain, it wouldn't let me really let all that sink in. I mean, I passed out at the hospital twice because I was so tired. I just, that's what I've done, is I just go until I'm tired and I just fall asleep. I mean, I wake up, I'll have, sometimes I do grab my little coloring book and I'll just do it to kind of de-stress or whatever, or draw. I'll wake up with pencil colors, in my eyeball. I'm just like, okay. So weird. Life is just, it doesn't even look familiar. I'm just like, oh, okay. What is this? Where are we at? I didn't order this portal. Right? He looks like a thumb. In my opinion, Chad looks like a damn thumb. I mean, I just had a picture. I just imagined when Chad was born and, they handed him, and I don't mean any disrespect to his parents, but, here's your thumb, little baby thumb. Anyways, he is just, there's nothing there. Nothing. There's nothing in there. I'm just they're the zombies. It's crazy. They they project onto others exactly what they are, which is empty inside. They are dead inside. If they were ever alive, I don't know. I like to think so because Uncle Charles connected with somebody, Tammy connected with somebody, and so maybe there was something there in the beginning. Or that's I don't know. That's nuts. Um, that's when I learned a whole great deal about projection and like I feel like we're all just walking projectors, and we're just like we basically are like, don't do that, or whatever, that offends me, and it's really all whatever you're feeling inside. you know I'm not saying people aren't abusive. I don't know all the stuff, so I'm not meaning it like that. It's just I know I do. No, there's that. And I didn't even know I did that. I didn't know I've experienced, narcissism. I've been in, one of those really not bad. It wasn't a bad one, thank God. But it was, and I've been narcissist. It seems like it's like you get out of this relationship, you go to this one, and it's like you flip flop. Or maybe that's just me and my pattern. I don't know. It's weird how that works, or has for me. It just kind of I don't know, in like one relationship, I would be more take care of everything. And then, well, of course, I've really never had a Jason before. So there's that. Thank God. And I mean, I met him not a moment too soon at all. I mean, I was just like, oh my gosh. When I met him, I just never thought that you could, okay, first off, I didn't know I was looking for home. Much less did I know that when I saw him again, I mean, because I've met him before, but never did I know that when I saw him that time, I was just like, home. Didn't know home was in a person. Didn't know I was looking for it. I was homeless, I guess. Joking. But y'all know what I mean. It was just, and then when I found out, that his son's name was Leland, I was like, oh my God, that's my papa's name. And I promised my papa on his deathbed, I was like, I'm going to find me a good Catholic man. Don't say stuff like that, Grisha. Like I'm so far from being in, institution. I don't go to church. I mean, I'll go, but I mean, it's just not where I feel like close to God. And so it's just like, okay, you have these intentions and you're not trying to make everybody else happy. My papa was a big, hardcore Bible thumb. Met the Pope, y'all. Shook hands with Pope John Paul. I mean, just religious, and pushed his beliefs on to his kids. Not so much as grandkids, but grandkids are a different dynamic, So I didn't really see all that. And so I just find that super interesting because there was extremism with my grandfather as well. And I just want to know what makes this. I am too. I'm glad he changed it. I mean, although he led with his heart, it was ultimately him saying love always wins. That was his demise, but it represents his life, how he lived, how I want to remember him also. And he just was like that. He was not like, I don't know. Of course, he was my uncle, and I didn't see him all the time. Oh, wait, it just went under the thing. Hold on. Yeah, probably so, Kathy. I mean, he just, I don't know. It's just neat how that dynamic works. I'm fascinated by it. And people do die in the name of God. Yeah. I mean, I get it. It sucks. It really does suck. Hi, Red Story. Yeah, Tammy's insurance money, and I don't. Jason's always saying, and I always say trust your gut instinct. KJ's all about that gut feeling. Even Melanie Gibb thinks she's got it, but she might have to do that in the next probation or two. Um. Anyways, uh, but he'll every now and then he'll be like, they've got to have money hid away, socked away, And I mean, 30. My mom has said this. She's like, well, 30 grand just got to be um, not enough for Lori every month. I'm like, 30 grand? Shit. I've got tax return or, W whatever that or less than that for a year. And I'm just like, one job, that was my job. And wow. For somebody who, okay, riddle me this. This makes no freaking sense. Of course, none of their stuff does, but these are those things where I like to poke holes in their stuff because I want to have that moment with my victim impact statement. I want to be like, bam, I'm going to break their ever-loving shelves. You have no idea. In a good way. It's going to be a whole real, not literal, come to Jesus moment for me, for sure. And then maybe they can pick the pieces up if they hadn't by then, that's their journey. But as of right now, that's how I feel. And so I like poking holes, like JJ being adopted. My Uncle Charles is my cousin. He was also adopted. You don't know. And then my great grandfather was adopted. There you go, chump. Your stuff ain't cool. And then that's why I meant to tell you this earlier, and I forgot. But on my phone, okay, right about the time that Chad was sending Lori these god dang my lineage or whatever to be so that they could plot their murders, and my mom was also in the infamous Reddit email when I read it, that whatever, a month ago. I literally, read it. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so stupid, and it just made my eyes roll. I mean, I laughed, I cried, I did it all because it's so gross. It's just, ew. Thank you, Rad. I really do appreciate it. Well, Ruby, so okay, right about that. I'm really a sentimental person. Like I just really dig into stuff like that. I had just signed up to whatever, the little tree thingy. Here's a leaf. Basically, Lori's angels, but she used my family instead, my ancestors, I guess you could say. And, anyways. So I remember texting Mom and I was like, hey, you don't happen to know great grandfather's last name? I mean, is there anything, And she was just like, oh, she was like, and I mean, she said this very ignorantly also. So please, nobody hold it against my mom, because I mean, I'm just going to say it as it is, because it is what it is. And this was the only time I'd ever heard this about Lori even being Mormon. I was like, oh, I mean, and I was just like, okay. But, I was like, she was like, well, hold on. She was like, Lori's really big into ancestor work and genealogy and temple work or something. And she said, and so then my mom sends me 3 screenshots. Okay. And it's of a desktop, an Apple Mac computer. And they're live photos. I just found this out the other day. I was like, I pushed all 3, and then you could hear like a little bit. And I was like, oh my God. It's in my Google Photos, but it's from my Apple phone. But it shows me that. And I'm just like, holy crap. Oh my God. That's just wicked to me. It's wicked. So I don't know if Lori took them and sent them to my mom, or if this is when my mom was there in Houston. I don't know. I have to ask my mom. Like, I forgot. This just happened the other day. I mean, I knew the screenshots came from that time because that is exactly the 3 screenshots I have are, and they never were my great grandfather, by the way. Thank you, Kelly B. Thank you. Sweet. Oh, oh. Mm-hmm. Wow. That's amazing, though. You know? Ah, I mean, everybody deserves love, and everybody needs love, and we should just love. Um, so yeah, just those screenshots, I was just like, holy crap. That it's just it's wicked when those things went. Oh, I'm sorry, almost. But anyways, it's just these things, and you're just like, oh my god. Just like the last New Year's we spent with JJ and Uncle Charles. You know, they were in town, and this is December 31st, 2018. Rolled over to January 1st, 2019. My son turned 19 on that day, same as Melanie Gibbs' birthday. Anyways, and I mean, we were just, just. I don't really like holidays, but the kids were freaking. My bonus kids, they were freaking out because of the fireworks, and Uncle Charles was out by the bonfire. He was out that way, and I don't know what he was doing really. He, was kind of more out there than, and I had a lot going on inside the shop where we were at, where it was just an outdoor, metal building or whatever, and that's where the duct tape was on the table. And JJ just repeated things. And so that's when he said, in that video, y'all can go find it. It's on my channel. It's last New Year's Eve or something with JJ. And in the video, he says, duct tape. And I'm just like, when I was editing that, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And then there was a part where my daughter, just in the background, she was sitting there and she had her knee up, and my Uncle Bobby, he's a big old guy, and he's right there with her, and she showed him a bruise or something on her leg. He was like, and he's just dramatic. We all are. And he said, oh yeah, oh, I do. Now I do, Kelly. But I know I'll share just in a little bit. I'm trying not to lose my track of it. Hold on. Okay. I hate my brain. I love my brain, but I hate my brain. It is. Yeah, I feel like it is. To me, it's like it's very disrespect. It's like it just pisses me off. I don't know why. It just does. Because it was nefarious. It was with no good. I mean, did she hex everybody? Did she? What the hell? I just want to know. I feel violated, and she don't get to do that. And so it brings that soul trafficking thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Because at first I was like, what the hell is soul trafficking, Julie? Oh, that woman, that girl, whatever the hell. Now, I don't know. I was like, I felt kind of bad putting Mommy and the Zombie Killers on. And I was like, I told Jason, I said, there's always somebody, that's just going to be like, that's very offensive. And I'll be like, you know what? If out of anybody, our family can do that. I just say we have the rights to it, Other people, yeah, it might be a little weird. Julie Rowe is doing it. She did it. And this is, and I found this today in the video I cut down, just basically cut all the extra mumble jumble stuff that she does, her and Eric, about Chad's false beliefs or whatever. And so I just went through and cut basically everywhere she's like, Chad's wrong, it's just like telling you her beliefs because she never did say, oh, they're false. She just said, no, you have to be not at 1,000 vibrations. I was like, what? Oh my God. I mean, I knew this, but I mean, just when you listen to it, you're just like, I let it fly under my radar. Or, I just didn't, I couldn't, I guess at that moment, just be on her ass more than just in my TikToks. That's the only reason I got a TikTok. Hey, Megan. Girl, it's good to see you here. 105. Oh, hell no. Well, we love your family too. I don't know how to say it. COULL. Thank you. Yeah, copyrighted. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I mean, there's so many things to look at. I mean, it's a lot. There's so much. Just in this, I had to learn about the whole copyright thing. And this is just copyright. And that's huge on it. So I'm just like, okay, can't they just wipe it clean one good time and then be like, okay, start over? Oh, another thing I'm getting, y'all. I know they can't do that with the copyright. But anyway, another thing I'm looking into is getting a website up. I paid for the thing. I haven't had the time. I'm so like I feel bad for sitting here right now shooting the crap. There's so many things that need done. And I mean, I can't just throw it all on Kathy. And so anyway, a website, and I want to put a doomsday clock in it or somewhere on it. I don't know how that'll work yet. In my mind, it's on like a landing page or whatever. I don't know all the technical terms, but just a countdown. Hey, it's just Robbie. You do? Well, slide into my DMs. Retro. No. I did start one on WordPress, and then, I don't know. I slept since then. But yeah, just a doomsday clock, and if anybody changes their agency or whatever, then we'll reset it accordingly, like most cult leaders do. I don't know. Just thought it would be fun. Not fun, but it would just put a little more, hey, what's the clock say? Thank you. I like WordPress. I mean, I like the layout of it. I just don't have the time, I like doing stuff like that. I stay in my Canva app so much. Jason's like, what are you doing? I'm like, so many things. So thank you, Kathy. But so I forgot what I was saying. As always, y'all know I roll with the punches here. I leave, I come back, smoke a cigarette. Yeah, y'all are awesome. I love hanging out with y'all. I do too. I love Canva too. I used to stay in my PixArt app all the time. And I have all the Adobe. I have everything. I pay for so much crap. I need help. I need a life raft. Right. Nope. I wouldn't shake her hand with a broke hand. Yep. Oh, yeah. Doomsday Watch. I like that, Stephanie B. Yep. We already do, huh? We already watched Doomsday. Yeah. But it really will be Doomsday for us really was whenever my uncle, when I found out he was murdered, which was July 12th. It was the whole day after he was murdered. And thank you, Donna. And I mean, that was when my life changed. It would never go back to anything that resembled normal or just, it's weird. It's weird, but I mean, you adapt and overcome. I do. I mean, that's the only way I know. I'm not a person that cares for change unless I change it, and that's not usually how it works. So, yeah, I gave you the password. I just don't know what to do with it. So that's the next step. But I was looking, like I actually went in and was looking and started to design um, merchandise or whatever. I do love do that's what I love doing. I do. I mean, I'm usually outside and I'm building stuff and I just make the most random things. I do. I don't know why I'm like this, but I like wood, I like iron, I like everything. And this will just give you one idea, of just little random stuff. It's from this to building stuff. Like I'm like have a hammer and a tool belt and but anyways, these are some wood flowers and like they're falling off, they're from the Renaissance Festival a long time ago. And I mean, look, it's just a bed spring, and I went and cut them off myself. It was a mattress on the side of the road. I know it was stripped though. Very weird like that. And like, I see it's nothing even formal. It's just, I don't know. I'm just like, okay, stick it here, stick it there. That's what I do. And so it's just random stuff like this and all the way to turning planters into, turning the bed frames into like furniture. And I love painting, like I like fleur-de-lis. But I'm from Louisiana, so we do that. Right? I would love that. Just to me, before all this, Donna, and I still am intimidated by it, because I don't know all the stuff. I don't know the lingo. I don't know all the. Yeah, I'm technologically challenged for sure. Oh, and I made this for Janine's. I showed y'all this the other night. Actually, this was there too earlier. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But this is for her little granddaughter. Oh. It was, anyways, it's a baby hanger. She had a granddaughter, her first grandbaby. So, I don't know. It's just a baby hanger with okay. It's on there. It just made noise. But, I don't know. I thought I would surprise her with it. Oh, she always does she's such a selfless person. And I'm not going to be able to get that back. So, let me just, see? Anyways, I don't know. I'm very creative all the time. My mom was talking to my aunt, not that one, my other aunt. She's just as crazy on the other side, but she's crazy fun. So, my Aunt Ginger. And my aunt was looking at all the stuff I made. She was like, Krish, I didn't know you did all this. And I was like, yeah, I like wood and I like iron. I like the two. And just making something out of nothing. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Mom's like, you did not get that from me. And I was like, obviously. No. I mean, not really my dad either. I used to rearrange a lot when I was younger. Like my grandma on my dad's side. My grandma, Bootsy. But her name was Dorothy, but Bootsy. And I mean, she was just a little short thing. Shorter than me. And I'm 5'3". But I mean, she was shorter. And I mean, I don't know. I was stuck like glue with her also. I was very close to it. I had a lot of grandparents. So I had a lot of sets of grandparents. And I have two left. Two mamas left. So, but then again, I was blessed with extra. So, that's my mama Mary and my mama Trahan. Both their names are Mary, though. But Mama Vallow, basically. She was married to my grandfather. So Charles was her stepson. And I need to go check on her. Last time I saw her was a hot minute ago. She's always just so put together. She's always so pretty. And I mean, she's been in my life the whole time I've been alive. But as a matter of fact, she went to go help my mom when I was born because I was backwards on my nights and days. So there you go. And here I am, 44 years later, kicking it. Just that same way. So, but yeah, my papa had passed away, my papa Vallow. And I don't know, I would like to talk to her and see, because, she also was she had to be extreme in her beliefs also. She was with my grandfather. They have their little storage and their food storage also. Now, that is one thing I would not, I mean, Mom had some of that Lori's food or whatever, the food storage, and I was like, I ain't eating none of that. Not eating none of that. I don't know what the hell's in there. And for her moving around from pillow to post like she was, it's like, why do you need food storage? Really? I mean, it doesn't make sense. And then how are you going to claim to be ushering in, whatever. It went away. But how are you going to come in and say that you're a translated being and that you're here to lead the 144,000 couples only? Obviously, it's a couple only club. and it has to be like, not the person you were married to before, but like a new one. You have to upgrade or downgrade. I don't know. However you look at it. Anywho. And then you have to rid zombies. So, I mean, that's bullshit right there. That's whoosh. Because, I mean, that's God's job, right? I mean, that's what's the tribulation for. What's all the doom and gloom? Where the bad, or you know what I mean, the not so righteous people go? I'm just saying. Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I mean, you never know. She like to crush things up. Now I know that. And now I didn't know that at the time, but I was like, Mom's like, I gave it to Uncle Bobby. Uncle Bobby wanted it. I was like, I'm not going. Won't be at your house, Uncle Bobby. Let me put some. Let me do this for Lori. Yeah. Yeah. Couples with no kids. It's nuts. I mean, I still just can't wrap my freaking head around it. My intuition won't let me. I try. I turn away from it, and then I run back across it, and I'm like, nope. It pisses me off, and I'm just right back on it. Just like it's brand new. The Sean Little Bear, Janelle Little Bear. I don't know. I'm not buying it. I did do I've never Googled Rod Meldrum. I've always just had, from going to the groups and stuff like Leanne, Doomsday, Facebook group and stuff. That's where I'd always go. I really didn't know there was a whole network of groups. I was like, oh, I don't know. I just would go in one or two posts of regular life, and then bam, and so I'd be gone again. It's like I would just go, and it would just send me right back into my rabbit holes, and that's where I would live, and I still do. But I don't know. So I just have a bunch of just basically not even full pieces of things. I'm just like, oh, that's a whole big email. Oh my God, I didn't know that. And it's crazy. And that's just how short tab I am. I mean, I'm ADD already, then the trauma on top of that, then the voluminous amount of case. Yeah, I don't know. I did hear, and I don't have anything to back it up, y'all know. I mean, I can, but it's just not going to be right now. But we need to go and grab that. But I do remember hearing this before, and I wouldn't say it so it's hearsay. Let's just say that. I'm not liable for it. I just know I picked it up. And I want to say it was like Suzanne Freeman or somebody from that group. I did talk to Girl on Fire, but I don't think it was from her. It doesn't matter. But I do remember hearing that Chad's kids were also dark or turned that way also. It's crazy. And then, and I still could, no, it's been a long stream. And I didn't do anything I said I was going to do. But Tuesday, we will do that. Okay? I just won't have to, I will not be able to look at the chat. I'll just have to barrel through it and, That way we can get some things done. I do them. I just want to like put it out there, out here, whatever. Because that's really important to me. Oh yeah. I see. I don't really know what to do with the. I have a lot of paint. Oh my god. I have a lot of paint. I have a lot of paint markers. I a lot of colored pencils. I mean, I'm just gonna grab there's three right here. That's just right there within my hand. That's just right there. And of course things fall. And then there's like some up there, and there's some up there, and there's some over there, and then there's a bunch of the drawers, and then I have a shop outside. And I do this thing where I just like wherever I'm going. My mom always taught me never to go into a room or leave a room with your hands empty. You know, I mean, you're going that way, you may as well pick this up and bring it into there. Well, let me tell you what. I'll be like, why do I have a post-it notepad in the bathroom with me? You know? So I just like pick things up and I move them around. It drives Jason, he's like, oh yeah, you went 2 paces this way and X marks the spot. And he's just like, he knows my coordinates. And he's just like, it's right here, babe. And I'm like, I love you. But it kind of got to a point. I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys. I had to kind of fuss Jason and not fuss, but I had to tell them, my bonus son, to not, they would try to finish my sentences for me. And I mean, I get it. I do it too. But it was starting to be debilitating for me. Like I was starting to get frustrated because they would finish my sentence for me. And then I was not having to think it out all the way. That was a big deal. And I also didn't want to become so dependent. I'm like, well, if something happens to you, I'm foobarred. Whereas I used to be totally, just hell on wheels. Now I'm just here. I'm still hell, but I used to be hell on heels. And I don't know. It's just I didn't want a crutch challenge me, if anything. Kinda, not really, Jennifer Ray. Kinda. I did a little bit. I read a little half article. I just told everybody else here in chat, I was like, Tuesday, for sure. I just won't be able to look at the chat. I'll just have to come in and y'all just know that I'm going to have to barrel through it. That way it doesn't distract me because it is, and I just want to talk. And so it is an ADD thing. And it's different, being on this end of it. I've been in plenty of chats where I'm not on this end. And I'm just one of those people that feel like I need to fill the quietness with my voice. And it drives me insane. It does. I'm just like, shut up. And then I can't. That would be cool though, San, just to learn. I've always wanted to. I just don't know. Now, last week, or no, a couple weeks ago, I did tie-dye my 6-year-old bonus son a t-shirt. It was before school. It was as school was letting out. So, I mean, it was not long ago. And he was like, oh, I got to have a shirt tomorrow. I was like, what? And like Jason was sleeping and I was like, what? I've never tie-dyed a shirt. He had a tie-dye kit and I was like, I'm a paint chick, and I'm like, there's got to be a way. So I hurried up, looked, for a recipe or however to do it, destructions, as I like to call them. And so, I mean, I did it real quick with some acrylic paints that I have. I'm like, I mean, it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, so now I want to tie-dye some shirts. I actually want to do that because Tylee wore that blue tie-dyed shirt, Kawaii, or no, BYU, Kawaii, whatever. But I kind of wanted to do some shirts for, in her honor, to represent her. And yeah, I'm gonna just kind of do a little, I don't know yet. It's just really fun. This is the creative side of me, and I just want to have a quality, but if affordable, I don't know. I've just never got to dive into all this stuff yet, you know. Um, it's so much. It really is. And I just want to break off into it, but I can't because I still have to do the things, you know, I got to do the things. So I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot to really try to even wrangle up, you know. But I mean, I know it is a progress. I'm progressing. I do have my backslide, you know, where I trip and I fall and I'm like, oh crap. But as long as I get back up, as long as you get back up, that's all that matters. Resilience is a beautiful thing, and I'm blessed with that. You know, just it's the only thing you can do sometimes. Um, Even between the breaths, you know, it's hard to take those also. And they're important. Breathing is important. Turns out, you know, it's kind of necessary. Oh, so see, I actually got a good breath. It's something I don't do all the time. So thank you for that, Jude. A lot of times it's like you don't even realize that you're not doing it, or I don't, you know. I'm like, oh crap, you know. I feel very winded and stuff like that, but it's a lot with trauma. It's a lot with, you know, the pandemic. It's just so much. And so I don't know what's to what. I never tested positive for that, but I probably will because I just said that. So no, I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. I'm even doing it though, Lee. Yeah. I've never really meditated, not on purpose. You know, Lori, she just checks out. She's in a portal. You know, that's where I picture her. Oh, bat. Oh, hag. But anyways, well, I'm glad. I hope you all are taking care of yourself also. When I heard Jen say self-care, I was like, what is that? Never heard of that. But it is important. It is. And I learned so much from her, from y'all. I mean, that's the beauty in it. It's like have these, just, you guys are friends, and like I just wish I could go over to your house. But everybody would be there, you know. Tina. Yeah. Yes. Someone's gonna fly her all kinds of stuff. Her fish. I get it now. I'm a little late. And sometimes I'm Johnny on the spot. Yes. I do the stuttering thing all the time. And I hate it. You can't keep a mantra? No. Mm-mm. I can't keep a thought sometimes. Sometimes it's okay. Like I said, it's just earlier. I mean, I nailed it in my head. Again, future tripping is what I call it. Just tripping and don't even know it. You're like, I'm not even trying to plan anything out. I swear I'm not doing it. And then, but that's because I already did it on my own without knowing I did it, you know? So again, being aware of your own bullshit. It's a huge plus. Brownie points. So, but I'm glad y'all were here as always. I definitely like this Tuesday thing. I like saying see you next Tuesday. Just throwing it. I'm sure y'all picked that up already. So, but I do know that Amy and Ping, oh gosh, their name is so long, and for their YouTube channel. So I apologize. But just True Crime Sushi, Amy and Ping, they have their own YouTube channel. It's Amy and I don't know. I don't want to butcher it up. But just be on the lookout for that. And they're such an amazing support, you know, for me for sure. And they're always so kind. And I don't know. I like to I'm kind of like my mama in this sense, where I'm just a small business shopper and owner, you know what I mean? And you just do business with people who do business with you. That's just the way I was raised. I learned that from Ray Hermosillo. See you next Tuesday. I was like, what? And I never heard that. I was in Idaho where I learned something like that. And I was like, holy cow. You know, I tried not to say holy shit. I didn't, actually. I'm sure that's why mom was like, oh crap, Kresha. And I mean, I was around the whole conference table with all of them. And I mean, I was like, come on, yeah, ping the router. I mean, it was important for me to meet them. I mean, I felt like I had to meet them. And don't forget that I'm very, yeah. And yes. Yep. I don't know. Those guys deserve, I don't know. It's like on this hand, you have this police force who is just a little bit behind the times, and or they're just so busy over there. I don't know. I don't know where their shortcoming is. I just know that it was. And it probably still is, How do we know this? So I can't wait till I get to do that kind of work and actually put it, the pen to the paper and put the boots to the ground and really do the things, because that really is important to me. Because I mean, the best apology to me, or the best way of honoring them, in my mind, justice to me, is change. For the better, not the worse. That to me is the best. My kids, a lot of times, I know, babe, I don't eat cheesecake though, but okay, I'll bring you some. That's what he's saying. That's just, I tell my kids that, I'm like, I mean, not where I needed an apology or nothing, not in that situation, but I'm like, the best apology is change, bub. Like, don't continue to do that. And so, I don't know. And I can't do it, but I know that about myself. I'm not trying to set up real unrealistic goals for myself, but it's going to take all of us, Yep. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, turns out it's same. So, and I mean, we still have to do the memorials one day. And then we're going to do it in like 3 different locations, I think. So that that you guys can try and hook up wherever we're at that's closest or more convenient, or all of them, however you want to do it. I just know that I love the fact that Tylee, JJ, Trolls, Tammy, and Joe, I love the fact that they're not, I hate to say that because it's so wrong. I love the fact that this part is not wrong. This part is you guys. This is beautiful. I love this. They brought so many of us together, and still it's going to continue to evolve and grow, because that's what good things do. They grow and they flourish, right? I mean, I do sit there and think sometimes, I'm like, well, they're not hurting where they're at, wherever that may be. And that's just, I don't know. Some people will be like, well, yeah, well, they're not, whatever. And the bitches, whatever. There you go. Anyways, I'm going to go because I'm just sitting here nervous chatting now. For sure. I love you guys. What? Oh, yeah. Nor Jasmine. I love Nor. That girl. Yeah. Thank y'all. Yep. But anyways, I'll see you next Tuesday. We're going to do some Mike Stroud. So everybody put your rubber boots on. And we're going to get up. Put your hip boots on. We're going to get up hip deep in some poop. So there you go. Some cold shit. Anyways. All right. Love you guys. See you next Tuesday.